call upon Mr. Craig. Good morning.
Good morning. I'm here to speak about this variance, enhanced supervision. Since I've been returned to the facility, I've noticed the inmate population has no regard for the officer's safety or other inmate safety. I've encountered one situation in particular was very disturbing. A female officer was splashed repeatedly to her underwear was soaking wet. And the doctor told her that she might want to remove those so that she won't get an infection, right? Another case, an officer had spit in his mouth. An inmate spit in his mouth, and he said it took him weeks to swallow his own saliva. Look, a lot of things that are happening in this city is happening because of the neglect in this room. You've allowed gangs to be housed according to gang affiliation. You've allowed officers to be assaulted. And now that's trickled out to the general public. And because there's no penalties, there's nothing that can happen. Inmates have the gall to request female officers so they can objectify them while they masturbate. This is what's happening. This is what you've all allowed to happen. Now, some of you might not know me, but I have been coming here for about 2 or 3 years talking about inmate safety, officer and inmate safety. And year after year, you've ignored me. Now the general public is being assaulted. Cops are being assaulted the way we're being assaulted. You don't think it's a coincidence? Gangs started in jail, and now it's out in the street. Sagging started in jail. Now it's out in the street because of your neglect and their neglect. This is what's happening. It is atrocious that young lady had to stand there and worry about an infection. A doctor told her she could get an infection. And so you'll sit up here on a regular and you ignore me because you're cogs in the system to close Rikers Island. The whole goal is to close Rikers Island opposed to actually controlling the jail. Well, you pretty much have achieved that. Now, maybe you can do something to save some people's lives. You're not doing a damn thing, and they aren't either. You all work for the mayor, and you all have one objective, and these officers are suffering. These inmates are suffering because you thinking about the perpetrator of these crimes. You know, to be exposed to AIDS and be assaulted, this is ridiculous. And I know my time is running out, but this is why you need these kind of restrictive housing areas. Like this guy here, you know, I think it's so rude that you're not listening and that you're reading while I'm talking. When this department let a gang walk through the jail called GMAC, unescorted, after being caught, bringing in contraband, and now everybody in the city knows that that's what they were doing. I'm going to go, but you know what? That's why we need these restrictions and enhanced housing, because of your neglect and your neglect.